Everybody wants performance and that in-your-face power. But the trick is building speed parts everybody can afford. Well, enter the guys from Trick Flow Specialties, a team of engineers, designers, pattern makers, machinists, and engine specialists, all serious about building cylinder heads that match top-end kits for street and strip Fords and Chevys.
The Trick Flow staff is an incredibly dedicated group of people. The vast majority of the guys here have hot rods. They really like what we do. They're really into the sport.
General Manager Al Noe oversees manufacturing, where his team employs an army of 5-axis CNC machines that carve raw castings into performance intakes and the company's famous twisted wedge cylinder heads for small block Ford engines.
Trick Flow cylinder heads have been used by more NMRA champions than any other manufacturer's heads. And they set the top speed record in Real Street.
Building winning parts starts at CAD stations, where engineers use 3D solid modeling to develop prototypes and patterns using materials from high-tech composites to zebra wood.
We have about 150 man-hours in designing the casting for the cylinder head. After the design process of the casting, it goes through a rapid prototyping process. So basically everything is figured out before we make the first casting.
Related parts also undergo virtual testing here to simulate operating stress. After port prototypes are developed, they're tested on the flow bench. The optimized shape is digitized, creating a tool path so that every port is identical. It takes about 10 hours to machine a set of heads. The Gen X LS1 kits also include a camshaft, rocker arms, gaskets, and hardware.
We're looking at an engine as a whole and seeing what we can do to give our customers a complete package to make as much power as possible.
To do that, packages are dynoed against OEM parts and competitors for power and durability. Trick Flow made over 4,000 dyno pulls to develop the LS packages, so they knew what was needed. The stock LS GM head is a good design, but this quench pad by the plug is a weak spot Trick Flow corrected.
We relocated the spark plug, and another dramatic design change that we did is we relocated the center line of both the intake and the exhaust valve by 1.5 degrees. It unshrouded the valve back away from the valve seat area, which resulted in much better flow.
Port volume on the Cathedral intakes is 215 cc's on the Gen X LS1 heads, 80 cc's on the exhaust ports. After installing bronze valve guides, techs use SERDI machines to cut 3-angle valve jobs into the seats. During production, a coordinate measuring machine constantly vectors for dimensional accuracy as tight as 5/10,000ths of an inch. Then heads go to the clean room, where they're assembled with dual valve springs, stainless valves, and titanium retainers with 7-degree locks and Viton seals. In the end, the new LS top-end kit will get the final test, the one the consumer gives it.
All right, ready to go for a ride?
Let's go.
Let's test it out. Performance you can really feel. That's what we're about at Trick Flow.
Want to talk serious horsepower? In 2007, racers running with Trick Flow earned 3 world championships, 15 event wins, 10 runner-up finishes, and ET and top speed records. Your customers will want the winning edge Trick Flow products can give them. Talk to a Trick Flow rep now about becoming a dealer and start making money with ultimate bolt-on performance.